Ladies and mental genitals, welcome. I am a top tier masochist for doing this, but I am in the middle of a Gran Turismo 4 Let's Play. I made a community post yesterday asking what you guys want as far as the GT4 LP goes, what you want me to do with it. You guys said to continue the GT4 LP in episodes and start a Gran Turismo 3/2. I'm considering doing them at the same time. I don't know yet, but I decided to go with 3 for now. And starting another playthrough because I'm really good at making bad decisions apparently. So, welcome to Bottom Gear, mates. Thank you, Eric. I said it again. That's the second time I've gotten your name wrong. God, I'm so terrible. Epic. Epic B. Thank you for the 2 Canadian. Gosh, I'm a terrible human, I swear. So here we are. Gran Turismo 3 simulation mode. Welcome to Bottom Gear, mates. Fresh start, new game. And pretty sure all you are already familiar with this. I'm hoping that the game audio is fine. I'm gonna lower it a little bit more, just in case. But if you guys think that the game audio is too loud, or the music's too loud, or I'm too loud, let me know, because there's no way I can monitor it. So, yeah, we're gonna get right into it. Let me just pull my chat box back up to where I need it. So, Gran Turismo 3, pretty sure most of you are familiar with this. I don't really have to go over it too much. I'm going to do a little bit of a different strategy this time compared to how I went about doing GT4. At the start of GT4, I went ahead and got all the licenses out of the way immediately, and now I don't think that's the best strat to do, because I don't want to knock out all the licenses right off the bat and then just be stuck with AI racing the entire rest of the way. So I'm gonna kind of use Rhino GT4's playthrough strat, which is pretty much just go through certain licenses at a time. And I don't remember where it actually shows what licenses you have. Oh, it has to say at the top, so it's gonna be kind of a pain going through all of it, trying to figure out which license goes to what event. But essentially, I'm going to start with all the non-license events first. Once all of those are done, then I will do the B license, do all the B license races, etc., so on and so forth. That's pretty much the way we're going to go about doing this playthrough. You hate GT3's handling so much. Yeah, I kind of don't like how it keeps on steering after you let go of the analog stick. It just keeps going and going and going. The cars really suck at going straight, but I like the sliding on it. It's fun for what it is. Way different than GT4 though. And I'm not using my wheel, I'm not playing on my sim rig for this, I'm just casually playing with the controller. And it'll be a lot more simple for me because playing at my desk is way easier to manage, like the streaming stuff, and I don't have to look across my room at a small monitor to keep up with everything. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and head to the Steeler ship. And we have a very limited selection here, but 18 grand to start off with. Also, I don't think I'm going to be taking suggestions as far as, like, what to drive. I kind of want to, like, this, it's been so long since I played this game, I kind of want to, like, go about it my own way. So, I might take suggestions, I might not, I don't know yet, it just depends. So, normally whenever I play this game, I start off with the Miata. I think it's this one, I go with the Blue Waffle Miata, most of the time. But I might change it up this time, because you win a Miata in the, I think you win it in the Sunday Cup anyways. So, I don't see the point of that. It's a shame you can't get the Sylvia as a first car, because it would probably be my #1 pick every time. It's just those wheels are hideous. That's a minivan type wheel for old people. So you won't be using the pink Vits and Like the Wind? Probably not, nope. I also won't be doing the wheelie glitch because I'm gonna try to use unique cars whenever I can. Like, something out of the ordinary, you know? It would be really convenient to do B license right off the bat and just take that Miata that we get from it, but not gonna go that way this time. And I think a K car is too slow for the beginner events. So we could go with this, although I am not an 86 fanboy in the slightest. We're gonna win a Vids at some point anyways, so it doesn't look like we have much of a choice anyways. We could go with the PT Loser, but I'm not feeling it. Buy the Beetle. I think I can get the Beetle, actually. I could. I mean, meme car status. I am considering it. I don't remember ever not starting this game with the Miata. Yeah, that's what I always picked. I just want to change it up for once, you know? You know what? Screw it. We're going with the Beetle. AKA the neutered Porsche. And we gotta go purple. No way we can't. So, yeah, there we go. New Beetle 2.0. And starting off at the Sunday Cup, 3 short races. Just 1,000 credits per race. Credits is going to be a really big pain in this playthrough. So, that's going to be a little tough to manage. But, yeah, here we go. I believe it's 3 laps at Super Speedway, if I remember correctly, which it is. So we can do qualifying runs, but since it's a live playthrough, I'm not going to. At least wherever I don't need to. And I do believe I do have to disable the aids manually for every single car. Just like GT4. Cringe. So let's get right into it, shall we? Enough rambling. Wait, what? Something's not right here. What on earth? Hold up. Wait a minute. Something's not right. What? Well then. That's a thing. I am quite confused right now. I don't know if this is an emulator bug or... I mean, if I sell it, I can't buy anything else. I'll have to do the B license and gold it. What the heck happened? Let me, okay, that's not where I wanted to go. Let me go to the arcade mode and see if something... If the Beetle there is bugged out too. If there even is one. Beetle is not in S tier. It's not in here, so I doubt it's anywhere. Alright, well, screw it. We'll just Yeah. Okay, that's normal. I might have to redo this game save. Matter of fact, I haven't even saved this one ever since I changed the options, so let me just fix this real quick. I'm going to restart PCSX2. What a way to start off. GT2 Plus, yeah, I've heard of that, but I haven't really looked into it that much yet. So, since I didn't do save game, let me try to buy it again. Oh, keep menu navigation. Apparently I can't do it. Let's see if I still have 7,000 horsepower. So I turned this off. I turned that off. I have 7,200 horsepower again. Bruh. Oh, I didn't even turn the screen back on. Whoops. Not like it mattered anyway. Alright, well, I'm gonna buy a Miata this time and see if the same thing happens. Unless... there is one thing. Let me get rid of that. There was like a random cheat thing in my PNACH file, or PNACH thing, whatever the patch file for PCSX2, and I had a progressive scan code in there to make it HD. And there was something else in there, but it wasn't named, and I don't remember what it was. That might have been it, to where, like, if I buy a car, then it gives it, like, crazy, stupid horsepower or something. I don't know. Moment of truth. I don't understand. I did save it, didn't I? Control S, close. This time I'm going to try to buy something different. You know, it's funny because every single time I try to stream something, something goes wrong. It's always something. Hello there. Alright, well, we're just gonna go with the Miata. Because right now I'm committing the definition of insanity, trying the same thing over and over again. Blue Waffle. That says 118 horsepower. So we're not tripping. Check again. Finally. So, it's either the Beetle that's bugged, or it was that patch code that wasn't going away and finally occurred. But I don't know. I don't care. I'm done retrying. We're going with the Miata. Sorry if I bamboozled y'all who wanted the Beetle, but it's whatever. We could finally get started. Sheesh, boy. That was something. So, let's go back and disable all this junk. Bye. Bye. And still 114 horsepower. Alright, we should be good. No beetle, sadly. And now my throttle is off. Okay. Cool. I was messing with my controls earlier, and now they're back to the way they were, because I guess I forgot to save the game. So, now I'm going to be confused this race, but screw it. Screw it. I am done retrying. We're just going to roll with it. Welcome back to Button Gear for real this time. What's up, Rufus? Yes, everybody's happy to see some GT3 for once. Gran Turismo 3. I hope this song isn't copyrighted. I went through the in-game playlist and disabled all the obvious ones. I did a quick few YouTube searches to check for all of them to make sure if they weren't claimed at the bottom of the description, and I hope I'm fine. I don't want it to just be car sounds the entire time, although some people prefer that. Never seen a racing game this astounding. Also, forgive me if I sing along to this and sound cringy. I can't help myself. Meme song, you have to. I checked like 4 different videos of this song on YouTube, and I didn't see anything like in the description that said like licensed by UMG or whatever those other record companies are. So, cheesing the first series, as usual. It's also going to be weirder trying to make cars balanced, because there's no A-spec point system in this game. And even if it is copyrighted, it might be quiet enough to where it doesn't get picked up. And there we go. Much adrenaline. Very exciting. I also like how the sprite textures on this game are a lot more clear than GT4. GT4 is like super pixelated, but these actually look pretty good. So there's our first 1,000 credits. Yeah, that Jimi Hendrix song did nuke Rhino's original playthrough. So, there we have it. On to the next one, Midfield Raceway. 2 laps. And since I'm not doing this in a episode format, I don't have to be super formal about it. You guys already know what I'm doing, so blah. So there's a Beetle again. Let's hope it's not 7,000 horsepower. Even 20 years later, GT3 is still beautiful to look at. Well, this is on an emulator after all. PS2 is like... it's very, very aged. I mean, for the time, yeah, it was like the best looking game, but today's standards, it just doesn't hold up. And after the first 2 corners, already taking the lead. Let me sit up in my chair more so I can actually read the chat. My mic stands in the way. Fit Saga. Yeah, we'll probably be having the Pink Fit Saga over here too. And I don't know how to use the brakes apparently. My game is running a tad slow right now. Might have to lower the settings a tad. I mean, the Beetle could have worked out, but it's just those random dumb problems every single stream I do. Oh, I forgot, on this game, that's not concrete, that's grass or sand or something. Yeah, I still have a PS2, it's just I never touch it. I bought like an HDMI adapter for it, and it's garbage. It wouldn't even go into 480p or 1080i on GT4. It's just a black screen. Wrong button again. I really need to fix my controls after this. Okay, that's the e-brake. That's not brake. I have my change view mapped to square, and X's look back, because I'm using R1 and L1 to shift. So I was actually able to get around the HDCP thing on PS3. All you needed was a HDMI splitter, and therefore I could use like my Elgato to record 1080p 60 FPS, for example. What's HDCP? It's like whenever you try to record through HDMI, that's like the security thing, so you can't like record Netflix or Blu-ray footage with a capture card or anything. So it was kind of like that thing, their encryption of it, I guess you can say. So, last one at Trial Mountain, I did not want to preview the race, I wanted to drive in the race. 3. Boom. I just wish the Blu-ray keys would get leaked like with DVD. I mean, they do. Like, pretty frequently, at least on like a program like Make MKV or something. Don't ask me how I know. Allegedly. So I need... I think this one's L1 and this is R1. Shift up. Alright, that should be the way it needs to be. Also, yeah, now I'm thinking about it. Sorry. It's gotta go. So, here we go. But yeah, Make MKV, they update the keys pretty often. I sound a bit quiet? Yeah, I'll raise up the mic volume. Because judging by OBS, it kind of looks a little bit low. But what about game audio? Is it too loud or is it perfect? Because if I go back and watch the VOD after it's over, and the game audio is too loud, I'm gonna blame it on y'all. Just kidding, but yeah. Audio's fine. Okie dokie. It's gonna take me a while to get used to this game again. Also, another reason why I'm not doing the licenses right off the bat. I'll be stuck on them forever. Cheese shift. I use 480p output because 1080i is interlaced, and that causes like a frame blending to where two frames will get blended together essentially, and that causes that blur, I guess you could see, whenever you're moving fast. Whereas 480p is progressive output, which is much better. Especially whenever you're, well, whenever you're upscaling, I don't think there is much of a difference between 1080i and 480p, but progressive scan is always better. I could have sworn the monkey was on GT3, but I guess not. I am using a progressive scan code for this game as well. I'll have to put it in the description of my GT3 max settings video, actually, because I don't think I did. But with this progressive scan code, I have to disable interlacing in the video plugin settings, because that causes the screen shaking. You don't use Bob TFF with it. GT4, you have to. I think I could do the Roadster Endurance like right off the bat as well. I'll have to check. I don't remember if it's like an hour and 40 minutes or 2 hours to do it. I've got about 2 hours or 2.5 hours of streaming time from now. I don't remember if I 100%ed this game before. If I haven't, then I've definitely been close. GT3 I definitely or GT2 I definitely haven't, because I never did all the one-make races. And I'm currently at my most progress I've had with GT4. I was a super casual player back whenever I mained this. Or the GT series. I didn't bother going with like 100%ing. I just wanted to make my car OP and decimate everyone. So there we have it. Sunday Cup is complete. Thankfully I don't have to save replays for this playthrough and go through the hassle of making all the episodes. Makes it a lot easier. A lot less time. So see what our prize car is. I think I already know what it is, but whatever. Oh, it's none of Miata. It's this turd bucket instead. Ew. In case y'all don't know yet, I don't really like those that much. I think they're overrated, but it's whatever. Let's take a look at the Toyota Corolla. Big meh. Pretty light, though. But that's about it. I think that's light. Yeah, pretty light for the size, I guess. So, let me check the endurance races real quick. I don't know if I'll do it today, but... Oh wow, it does require the International A. I could have sworn it didn't take any license to do it. Oh well. So, Clubman Cup. I don't know if I can do this just yet. I might be too underpowered for it. Same with the FR. And I'm pretty sure Turbo Kit is too expensive. That's not where the turbo is. I need another 500 credits. Let's go ahead and give the FR challenge a shot the way we are. I'm fairly certain I can't beat the Clubman the way I am right now, so let's just see what happens. Let me crack a rowdy real quick. If y'all don't know, I now have a energy drink company named after me, funnily enough. Rowdy Energy. I found it at 7-Eleven. And I'm kind of upset because there's only one flavor that I like, out of like 5. So I'm worried about the NB Miata and the 240. Not sure about the other two. Seems like I'm gonna have reflection glitches with my settings, but that's whatever. I'm streaming this anyways, it's not like the full potential of the quality is gonna show up on stream. Yeah, Cal Bush need to pay me. I'll go to Talladega and trash talk Kyle Busch with the rest of the diehard fans. Talking about human rectal cavities and whatnot. And as long as I don't drive terrible, I should at least be able to get third, which is hopefully going to be enough to get a turbo kit. Yeah, NASCAR started going to COTA. I don't remember if it was 2019 or 2020, but Circuit of the Americas is literally like 30-45 minutes away from me. And even though it's that close, and I've been that close for about 5 years now, I still haven't gone to the US Grand Prix, NASCAR, or any major race, really. I wanted to go to IndyCar, but I think I was out of state at that time, so I wasn't able to see it. The only big events I went to were like Super Lap Battle, there was one GT racing series, I forgot what it was. It was some watch company sponsored thing. But I don't know. Lance Payne, yeah. I think that's how you pronounce it, I'm not sure. But it was that series. That was back in like 2017, I think. 2018, whenever I went to that one. They used to have Cars and Coffee there, and I tried to go to that a while, but they stopped doing that at some point. I wanted to go to they actually had Lone Star Le Mans there for a few years. I wanted to go to it, and then the year I said, like, alright, I'm gonna go to it this year. They canceled it. And I was really bummed, because not a lot of people went to those events to begin with. Which would have meant more fun for me, because I don't like big crowds. Oh yeah, I went to X Games in like 2014. That was super fun. But yeah, I don't go to Coda that often, just mostly for the smaller stuff. Miata's trying to get around me for the final section. Oh, no. No, you don't. You gotta hold him off. It seems like this game also has AI rendering things that GT2 has, where if the AI gets too far away from you, then they get less detailed. Alright, held off a third place finish, at least. 800 credits, nice. I can get a turbo kit. I think I could blame CICO, whatever you call it, watches being overpriced due to GT, yeah. Watches are weird. I don't know why they're so expensive. It's just like a flex thing, really. So, turbo kit, stage 1. Boom, bam, bop, bada bop, boom. Pow. And let's try this again. Almost the same exact lineup. Wow. The other old Miata gets more power at the stage 1. I don't remember which one that did. I always got the cheaper one because, like, oh, 100 credits cheaper. I was a butthurt back then for that, but I had to go with the blue waffle, so I had to pay the premium for it. And just like that, I am out accelerating the NB. Easy peasy. Cheese shift. I actually think I'm shifting slower whenever I do that, because even though I am accelerating as the RPMs are dropping, I did it against a ghost car once and I was actually going slower. Shifting times are really fast in this game anyways. I don't think it really matters. Especially if you put a stage 3 clutch on. Try to finagle my way around to 240 didn't really work out. Oh yeah, that's right. One of them is a 1.6, the other one's a 1.8. And I'm guessing this is a 1.8. Alright, 240, stop being so fast. I need to beat you. And not do this race again if I don't have to. Just bonk him. I'm really considering it. And cheesed. Bonk. Badonka-donks. Cam doesn't work. Man, it works fine. What are you talking about? Lol. Oh boy, it's a meme song. I'm gonna be honest, I never remembered this song being on the US playlist for this game. Because whenever I saw the Yellow Evo meme for the first time, like, I do not remember this song at all. But I remembered every other Daiki Kasho thing from GT3. Except for this one, apparently. And there we have it. So we were able to take Grand Valley after putting a turbo kit on. $1,500 credits. I wonder what we could do with 1,800. Because that was a close race. I was suffering a little bit on the acceleration, but that's about it. I think I'm gonna put a an ECU on it, just because. Tiny extra boost. This is disappointing. The GT7 trailer didn't show the GR Yaris in pink. And again, livery editor exists. Yeah, you could probably just put whatever color you want. Hopefully. I haven't been keeping up with GT7 stuff that much. Like, I've seen like the mini trailers they've made for it every now and then, but not too often. Also, let's check the displacement of this. Oh, this is the 1.6. Interesting. Could have sworn this was a 1.8. So back to the FR challenge. Special stage route 5. Hopefully this doesn't nuke my computer because night tracks usually struggle. One kind of hack I want to see in the older GTs is adding Japanese OSTs to Western versions. I wish they had more customization like that. I think they like, you could put like remixed versions of GT2 and GT3 music in Sport. Or was that GT6 so you could do it in? I don't know. I barely played Sport, and I never played 6. And this is going to be super slow. Yay. I gotta get it around these cars pretty quickly so I don't suffer too much. Well, that'll happen. Alright, a tad bit faster now. Okay, the lights are glitching out a little bit. That's odd. Because all the MB Miatas are 1.8, so that's probably what you're thinking of. Okay, that's bothering me a little too much. Let me fix that real quick. Oh, misclicked. It's not that. Not that, not that, not that. I will lower the internal res a tad, so... Alright, well, I guess we'll just have to deal with slightly glitchy lighting right now. I need my tires to smoke to make sure it's not showing through the car, because I had that problem before. But that was whenever I had custom internal resolution set, instead of a preset one. Then again, I do have OBS open, and Windows 10 sucks. Stupid background processes. Oh man, this is so slow. Not too much speed. Yeet. Might have to play in software mode for the nighttime tracks. I haven't fully decided yet. Windows 10 LTSC, I've never heard of that. It sounds so weird whenever it's in slow-mo, the songs. Now that I think about it, I think this is the first time I am driving on special stage without the moist. I'm hoping this is just like a track-only related thing. And yeah, it would be nice to fix it, but... Alvarito teams, as you all know, I'm terrible with pronouncing names, but thank you for the follow. My brain's short-circuited just like trying to process that. Because I'm an uncultured swine, I can't pronounce things I can't read. Herp derp. So, last one at the... I did it again. Nice. Oh my god, that's bright. What the heck? It's a PG stream. Can't be using swear words. Just kidding, I'll use it whenever I want, but I'm trying to be somewhat conservative with it. SLK230 in here. I think that's the one thing out of the ordinary this time. I think this is my first time on Apricot Hill as well. At least for me playing this game on emulator. Well, smoke doesn't show through the cars, so that's good. Am I prepared for 10 laps of test course in the Vits? No, I am not, because I'm not. I don't know where I was going with that. Uh-oh. That's not good. I should probably restart, but I'm gonna keep going with it. Something itchy on my leg. Yeah, there are a lot of test course races on this game. My theory is that they were trying to put Autumn Ring in the game, but since it was cut, they changed all the Autumn Ring races to test course races. That's just my theory, though. Either that or Kaz had an oval fetish at one point. Well, that was really cheesy. And this one's going too wide. Oh, it's a 240 in the lead. I probably won't be catching up to it then. Although I do have an extra 6 horsepower compared to Grand Valley, so... Gotta be smooth. Yeah, I'm not gonna get it. Especially driving that sloppy. Might as well finish it and get the credits. Yeah, this game heavily overused test course, while GT4 used it like, I think, once or twice. So I'll have to try that again. And hopefully not screw up on lap 1 this time. I wish GT4 had more race car races and like a bigger variety of them. Because if you think about it, like, you have the Dream Car Championship in GT4, which it's the LM race cars, and, like, slightly above that. You don't get a lot of those types of races. Things that you can use, the Panos, the R390, the COK, like that tier of cars with decent competition. It's always LMP1 and Group C, or JGTC, and that's going for like championships and enduros. That's one thing I like about this game, is that it repeats some of the same things, but the difficulty is different. So you have multiple Dream Car Championships, multiple World Championships, All-Stars, JGTC. So you get like a chance to use a wider variety of cars, instead of just having to pick one in a certain tier. Yeah, it would be cool to have a 3000 GT LM car. Yeah, I think so. I think the LM race cars were used in, like, one endurance event, but they were rare. I think it was a Tokyo Route 246, because I did race against a RX-8 LM in that. And I think an RX-7 showed up once as well. Yeah, GT2 definitely had the coolest race cars, like the CRX LM. Easily my favorite thing about GT2, the car selection. And even like the 300ZX GT car, or JGTC, that was so cool. They even had the JGTC freaking Viper in that. Like, what? And it's unfortunate we'll never ever get another car selection like that again, because they're old, forgotten about race cars that aren't really relevant today anymore. Let's not choke this finish, shall we? Because I almost threw it away right there. Oh yeah, Vector and Venturi. Even the cool road cars, they had the XJR... What was that Jaguar road car? XJR15 or XJ15? I don't remember what it was called, but they had that, the Lister Storm road going version. So many cool cars. So, FR challenge complete, and looks like we're getting a Sylvia. Oh, yes. I used to think these things were hideous back in the day, like, oh, that looks like an old people car, but now I absolutely love them. It's literally just the wheels that make them look hideous. I actually wanted this, so happy about it. And we are immediately going to get in it and change the wheels, because I cannot look at that. That's not where the wheels are. Yeah, I'm going to be using the Sylvia and the Clubman. Now, me personally, I really like BBS wheels, even though I don't like a lot of spokes, usually. Mainly because they are a bitch to clean. Speaking from experience, by the way. I don't know if gold goes with this. Maybe bronze will. Or the RPF ones. We gotta go basic bitch with this. Just kidding, we're not going RPF ones. If they even existed at this time. I don't know if bronze works with these. Should we go stance boy? Just kidding, no, gross. Yeah, gold definitely isn't it. Black could work. Spending quite a lot of time just picking out a set of wheels. Wait, wasn't there a... I could have sworn there was a specials option. I guess that's GT4 only. Alright, we're gonna go BBS. Just kidding, we're not. Decisions. I can't make them. We're going bronze. Bronze TEs. Basic bitch. And I also want to do a stupid upgrade. I know I'm gonna regret it, but I want to lower it. Complete waste of points, but whatever. So, next series, Clubman Cup, starting off at Rome. I can just feel it. I know I'm going to regret that upgrade. But who knows? Maybe it'll be fine. And now I'm really regretting it because you can't even lower the car with the sports suspension. I can give it camber. And change the shock absorbers, woo. Well then, bamboozled. Ma'am freaking boozled. Also, just to be safe, I'm gonna do a save state because I haven't done an actual game save yet, because who knows what could happen. Yeah, I think I'll be fine for this race. Oh yeah, I'll definitely be fine. Out accelerating everybody. Thoughts on the PT loser? Whenever I got in... So, I had my first car was a 7th gen Celica, right? Funny story. I crashed it in 2015, and I rear-ended a convertible PT loser. And you know what? I don't feel that bad about it because at least it was an ugly car that I destroyed. Lol. I mean, everyone was fine, yes. I was stupid, I was looking at my iPod. Shit happens. I was also 18, so yeah. But at least I hit a PT loser, not something nice and pretty like Pontiac Aztec. No, just kidding. That convertible PT loser had no business being on the road. Probably made it look better. Yeah. You could really make it look good by putting it in a car crusher. Yeah, it had an iPod. It like not the earliest generation iPod. It was like mid-generation thing. I don't remember which one, but I still kept one on me because I don't know, I was weird like that. It doesn't turn on anymore, so I guess the battery's spanked on it. Cut the hell out of that curb right there. I had a jailbroken 3rd gen iPod Touch at one point. It was freaking sick. But I think I sold it once I got an iPhone 4. I wish I still had it though. And that was back when we had the good YouTube app, the one with the green television as the app logo. Freaking love that app. And then they made it trash. Alright, there we go. Race 1 complete. Don't know why I'm saying this, you guys know this already. Boom. 1,000 credits. And race 2, where are we going? Special stage again. Time to go in slow-mo. Hole up green YouTube. Yeah, it was like the green television screen. That was the app icon for it back then. And like for the video stats, it would show like a percentage rating instead of like number of likes or dislikes. And it would show that before you clicked on it, so like it'd be like a 97% rating or etc. Oh, okay, I'm getting squeezed by the loser. And again by this Miata. That was a thing. Green YouTube thing, what year? 2012 for sure. I don't know if they changed it in 2013 or when, but it was definitely in 2012. Maybe earlier, maybe later as well. That was back when the background channel art went down the sides of the screen as well, instead of just like a banner on the top. Yeah, YouTube just keeps getting worse and worse every year. And more cringe, with more freaking terrible people getting popular for no reason. And it's not just the fact that, like, the only people getting a ton of attention are the rich people who could just show off how rich they are every day and get millions of views. But then there's, like, the actual toxic YouTubers. And now YouTube just wants to go corporate with all these freaking news channels and late night shows being promoted. remember annotations. I kind of found those annoying, so I don't know. I was kind of glad those went away, because it got really annoying when I had to keep like disabling annotations, because they would just randomly turn back on. And then some people would put like 5 different things on the screen, and it's like, no, I don't care, go away. One thing I wish they would change, though, is getting rid of the stupid in-screen videos that would pop up. So, like, somebody would put something really important on the screen at the end of the video, but then there's stupid recommended video things that pop up at the end. Block what you're trying to look at, and you can't get rid of them. It's like, how stupid is that? That's why I have to put, like, a dedicated outro screen now, just to have space to put that junk. It's so dumb. I remember, like, when people made skits, although they are cringy in today's standards, they were funny back then. And now it's just people vlogging about them going to Starbucks, or people trying to clickbait the most views out of their Minecraft videos, like Minecraft, but all items are OP. Minecraft, but every block he walks on gives you diamonds. Minecraft, but I have 10,000 health. There's nothing interesting about that. Or challenging. I don't know. I'm just bitching at this point about it, but yeah. This YouTube has definitely gone downhill. I'm trying to think of like some positive things that happened with YouTube over the years, but it's kind of difficult, to be honest. Like, I'm really struggling to find a good thing they've done. At least something that they didn't screw up later on at some point. And now this is just going to be like a personal preference thing for me. Some people might like this type of stuff. I definitely don't. And I understand why people have to do it, because apparently that's the way she goes. But creators that are way too over-enthusiastic about their stuff to the point where their personality seems fake. Where it's just like, what's up guys, today I'm super excited to bring you guys a super exciting brand new video, because we're super excited. Make sure you like the sub button and the thumbs up and the thing. And it's obviously fake as fuck, but I don't know, some people like that stuff. I just can't stand it. I'm pretty chill whenever it comes to videos, as you guys know. I'm not trying to fake my excitement. Now, some videos, yeah, I can understand when people are excited. If they're playing like a really intense game and freaking out over it, that's one thing. But whenever you're just like screaming for no reason, chill. We get it, your audience is like 13, but come on. Wow, guys, new leaks. Exactly, the freaking Spider-Man No Way Home trailers. New leaks, guys! Toby and Andrew confirmed. And they show no proof of it. The thumbnails with Toby and Andrew Spider-Man's there, and it's like, confirmed by Sony. No, you're fucking clickbait trash and it's fake. Go away. You don't say confirmed if you can't prove it to actually be confirmed. A theory is not confirmation. Christ. I'm really excited for No Way Home too. Like, I haven't seen a single Marvel movie since Iron Man 1. Like, I'm not into it at all. I never really cared for it. I watched all the old Spider-Man movies, like the Raimi trilogy, and I like them. I still like them to this day. I didn't watch Andrew's trilogy, or Andrew's 2 episodes, it's not a trilogy, whatever. I didn't watch any MCU stuff. I just think that they were... I don't know, my problem with the modern MCU stuff is... some of it was just too corny. Like, the recent Spider-Man movies, like, him taking selfies while swinging, that's cringe, first off. I'm not a zoomer. That doesn't appeal to me, but it's whatever. Some people like it. I get it. People have opinions, but that's just not my thing. And everybody being a superhero, and I don't know. I just think it's corny now. I've grown out a little bit. Or I've grown out of it a little bit, but I'm actually kind of excited for No Way Home. I got tickets for December 17th, which is when it comes out. So, Clubman challenge complete. Another Miata. Blue. Green. This upscaling really shows the low-res textures. I can say that. Sparkle. Sparkle. So, this is the 1.8 Miata. So I guess it is a cheaper one. Which is odd, but it's whatever. Yeah, I'm pretty sure everybody's excited for GT7. I just hope I can find a PS5 before the beta comes out, if there is one. Yeah, GT3's colors are definitely better than GT4. I don't know why, but they just are. Alright, time to figure out where we're going next. Clubman Cup's done. FR is done. Sunday Cup's done. We got FF, MR, AWD, Lightweight K, Stars and Stripes, Spider and Roadster. I could do a Miata in this, but it'll be too underpowered as it's at currently. This requires B license. Can't do that. We don't have a VITS yet. I gotta do the FF challenge first. Type R meeting, I could do that. I could do an Evo, but I can't afford it. Beetle. Could have done the Beetle if I got a Beetle. I'd probably do the 80 Sports Car Cup, but I just don't have the B license yet, and I don't want to get it until I get all the free races done first. I just need to check if there's anything, just in case. Nope. Alright, well, looks like we might have to sell something. So, if I sell this, I could get 8,000, 12,000, 16. Yeah, that won't even be enough to get something new. Heck. Any chance PlayStation brings a PC? Yeah, Gran Turismo is always going to be PlayStation only. Because Sony, at least at some point, they've been funding Polyphony to develop these games. Like, I'm pretty sure Polyphony does not profit off this. But who knows, I could be wrong. I guess I'm gonna have to attempt Spider and Roadster. Let me, I'm gonna see how much more power a turbo kit will give me in this. Oh, wow! So, Epic was right. Very, very right. Pretty sure that was him saying that the 1.8 gets a lot more power with the turbo. So we're going to get in that. I'm going to sell this. Sorry, fanboys, but I'm not about it. Don't need it. And we're going to throw Stage 1 Turbo on this. Actually, let me just double check. Nah, Stage 1 will be fine. Now, if I remember correctly, I might need a racing transmission for test course, yeah, but that's also 10 grand. Cheap. Just need something cheap. That gives me 20 more horsepower. It gives me 10 more. What about 10 plus 12? Yep, I'm gonna go with this. Sports Exhaust Foam. And a racing chip. 267, that should be a fair amount. And just to cheese out a tad bit more, we're gonna do this. Ka-chow. Oh, whoops. I think the NA Sports Race is B license. B. I don't remember what Spider and Roadster gives me, but this is the only event I can do right now, so we're gonna go with it. So if we don't get another usable car out of this, then we're gonna be forced to do B license, because I don't want a money grind. That's boring. So let's see how this goes. I did not disable the aids, so this is probably gonna be aids. Better launch at least. Oh yeah. This thing's overpowered now. Bye-bye. So, because of Gran Turismo 3, there are a few certain cars that I hate. The Speedster is one of them. The Speedster, the AE86, and the TVR Griffith 500. Those were the problematic cars back whenever I played this game, and because of that, I no longer like them. That's it. That's how petty I am. Also, this handling is so much worse with the aids. Yeah, that Sylvia is hideous. That car was definitely an accident. A travesty. And yeah, I made this thing way too overpowered, so I'm gonna have to nerf it. Because I'm weird like that. But yeah, I probably would have never even checked the turbo kit for this car if I didn't get that tip earlier, so thank you for that, Epic. That was very epic of you, haha. Do I want to know what I win? Somebody's probably going to spoil it for me anyways, but I'd rather not know. I remember some of the cars, but not all of them. But pretty sure I'm going to get spoiled anyways, but just whatever. One thing I will say that I really liked about this game was the championship cars and the endurance prize cars. How there's like 4 chances or 4 choices for prize cars. I love that randomness aspect to the game. Although a lot of people didn't like it because you could get a Miata for an endurance race or a Vitz instead of an IS 200 LM or 300, whatever it is. Just added another element to it. And I can easily exploit that on PCSX2 by doing save states, but I'm not going to. And since this is live, I can't really get away with it, so yeah. Gosh, this thing sucks at turning with the aids on. The Aljeza LN. Oh, that was a really fast race. Yay. We get a fair amount of credits for each race this time too, so if I do need to do some emergency money grinding, this is gonna have to be it. But oh boy, here we go, test course. Ew. Get ready for a lot of this. And because it is test course, I'm not gonna bother downgrading it, so the sooner I get this one over, that better. No point in dragging out the torture. I'm probably gonna hit top speed too, but whatever. And this is a 5-speed, so this is gonna suck. I'm gonna have to try to just keep tapping X so I don't drop back down too much. They're making a left turn! They're making a left turn! Alright, well, it looks like it doesn't even matter anyways, because I am building a gap, judging by the map. Yes, it is a sports exhaust. I'm surprised you can even hear it. It's really quiet. And the music's drowning it out. Probably hear it better like this. It has the GT2 AI sound. What if NASCAR ran on clockwise? Ovals in the universe would collapse as we know it. Also, they are catching up to me. They are catching up. Whenever I slow down, they inch forward. I'm gonna play it safe and just give up right there. Because that's gonna be impossible to win like that. Yay. Oh boy. Well, I was trying to hold back the throttle, but I have to do it perfectly, and if I over-rev it just a tad, then I lose just enough speed for them to catch up quite a bit, so I'm just gonna keep losing ground the entire time. Ah! Well, I don't have a use for this anymore, so I'll just go ahead and sell it. It's whatever. Not enough for a racing transmission yet. I don't want to sell this if I don't have to. And I like it. I forgot you can do this. I don't know how I feel about it, but why not? Urgh. I don't feel like money grinding. I'll buy it back if I want to, but... Ugh. This is definitely a struggle in this game. I'll say that. And even when I'm done with this, I'm probably still gonna struggle with finding other cars to race with. Not the best start, but whatever. So, I am just gonna raise the final drive. Also, I have a 6th gear now. That should be plenty. Probably more than plenty. Get the B license after this race? Maybe. Depends on my prize car for it. It's probably gonna be a Miata. Cheese shifting. I don't think you could trade stock wheels like that. And I cannot keep the car straight. Easily the worst thing about this game plus test course. Yeah, I'll be golding all the licenses. I'll just be spacing them out, though. Kind of stealing Rhino GT4's strat. I want to do all the races for each specific license before I move on to the next license, so... I probably could have gone up another level or two with the transmission, but whatever. I just realized I'm going 170 miles an hour in a Miata. That's like a... It's like a death sentence doing that in real life. I don't think anyone realizes how scary that would be. And because it's test course, I'm not going to be a butthurt about having close competition. I don't really care. A license gold is pretty good. If I remember correctly, I think it's an S2000. Either that or a 350Z. What's up, Kingsman? How are you doing? It's having a adrenaline-fueled race here. GT3 want to be like this. I could probably go into pits and then still win. This game has a 350Z as a concept fueled it. Yeah. And the RX-8 concept as well. See if I can actually do a smooth turn for once. Eh, not really. Yeah, who needs NASCAR when you have Miatas? This thing's like only 267 horsepower, by the way. And it's topping out at 170 just because of the transmission. Misspelled color names? That's funny. I'm still wondering why Laguna Seca on GT4 had the sign. Oh yeah, it is a little bit higher because I changed the oil. That's right. I made it super OP because I thought that Speedster was a big problem car in the series, which it is, but not as big as I remember. I just had a spike in viewers, apparently. I don't know if that was YouTube freaking out or what. Alright, yay, this one's over finally. Who cares how far behind they are? I don't want to wait for it. 4202. One more to go in the series. Grand Valley Reverse. This track looks so pretty in the dusk. So pretty. With the sun shining through the steel beams in the bridge. So, I'm going to take off the muffler and the computer. Just for a small nerf. I'm still gonna dominate them, but whatever. Kind of a waste of credits, but oh well. Pop-up headlight time. And I'm still crazy OP. I probably could have just taken off the... Well... Maybe I could just take off the turbo and leave the exhaust and the computer on, but... Meh. Okay, I can't turn all of a sudden. Test course will do that to you. Then again, I am in a 250 horsepower Miata. It's not natural. So pretty. And since I'm going to dominate, I'm going to try to make some terrible decisions and do some sliding. And fail immediately. Yeah, Deep Forest Reverse is so nice. I think I like it better than Grand Valley, but I don't know yet. I used to not like the dusk maps on PS2 because, like, you couldn't really see the full beauty of it. I just thought it was too dark. There we go, finally a decent slide. I'm gonna be honest, Tahiti Road wasn't even that good, really. It doesn't have that much potential. Red Rock is like a legitimately good track, and it would look so nice if it still had the sunset. And I am off in the gravel. El Capitan 100% needs to return in GT7. I'm hoping it does, but I'm not going to get my hopes up for anything. Because I'd rather be surprised whenever it does come out than get excited for something that ends up not happening. Yeah, Grindelwald was also another one of those weird ones. I mean, I don't think it'd be that good in today's standards. And since Polyphony developed a fetish for oval-ish styled tracks with banked corners and whatnot, wherever they made GT Sport, it would make sense for them to bring back Red Rock Valley. Yeah, they still have the license for Pikes Peak, but they're not using it. They have a freaking Colorado, like a random Colorado Springs rally stage instead. Like, what? Pikes Peak is literally a 20-minute drive from Colorado Springs. I went there earlier this year, and it was sick. And freezing as well. Yeah, I really liked Rome Night. As a track, it was okay, but it looked nicer. I just like nighttime tracks in general. There needs to be more. And I'm in the gravel again. Oh my god, get out! Thank you for the boost. Oh, crap. Crap baskets. Alright, we're good. That was almost terrible. Well, really sloppy for the final turn on both laps. Big yikes. Up to 6,700 credits, still not enough to buy another car, but let's just hope I get something decent here that I can actually use. And go figure. Go figure. We have been bamboozled, boys. Grr. If I sell it, I get up to 1,200 credits. But, or about 1,200, 12,000. Big but, and I cannot lie. We have this. But I'm pretty sure we get another K car from this, so prize car won't be worth shiza. Although we could upgrade it and go the FF challenge after. Which is what I think we're going to do. Before I sell that Miata, let's check. I can get this, and I like this. It's like actually one of my favorite K cars. I think the other one is this. Actually, no, I think it's this one that I like. So, that's what we're going to do, exactly. With that K car, we'll do the Lightweight K Cup Challenge first. Let me just decide which one of these I want. 700 kilograms for that. $710. 72.32 foot-pounds of torque. 73.77. So this is a better one. Barely, but still the better one. And cheaper, so win-win. And because I don't really want to be in this thing for much longer than I need to, we're gonna do that. The Alto is all-wheel drive. Well, that's actually a good thing I got this in that case, because FF cars for the FF Challenge are gonna be slower. If I got the all-wheel drive one, I probably wouldn't be able to use it, realistically. So here we go. Lightweight K cars, Trail Mountain, ka-chow. Yeah, if the cappuccino was in this game, I'd probably get in it, but gotta make sure I turn this crap off immediately. Shifts pretty fast for a stock clutch. And they are slightly pulling away from me. I hope they don't have upgrades. Oh no. Might be in trouble here, boys. Big trouble. Big trouble in Little Italy. I don't know what that is, but I heard it at some point, and for some reason it popped up in my head. I'm weird like that. I am probably not going to even get 5th. If we're being real. Well, this is my chance. Not quite. I guess they are slightly upgraded. I wish they had the AutoZam AZ1. That's a cool K-Series car. It's not a K-Series. Why did I say that? That was really dumb. Yeah, unfortunately, this game just really lacks a decent car selection. Heavily downgraded from GT3. Oh, 1 second, boys. Goddamn solicitors, am I right? Freaking come up to your door and knock, and they're like, hey, do you want our business? And we're like, read the fucking sign, you fuck. The sign says no soliciting. Anyway. Back to it. I need to put like a BRB screen notification thing on, so I don't just leave it pause, and if people miss it, they're like, where did he go? Also, it would help if I put the chat back up on my monitor. There we go. Everybody's in like an evenly spaced out single file line. Except for me. And just as I thought, just not enough. Well, I hope I at least get some credits. 200, woo. Alright, well, so we did an oil change. We got the racing chip. I think we're going to have to get back in this thing for a minute. I don't want to sell it yet. And we're just gonna do, wait, not that, this. What's the shortest one? Deep Forest. I did it again. Why do I keep screwing up like that? Subaru 360, that's way underpowered. How can I unlock the exclusive F1s on the PAL version? Same way you do it for the US versions, I assume. Endurance races and a couple specific championships. Yeah, the K-Cup, especially the Tsukuba race, is a pain. Tsukuba in general on GT4 is a pain because of the rolling starts. That's the number one thing I hated about GT5 and what I assume I would hate about GT6. The rolling starts suck so bad because you're so spaced out and your car has to be overpowered to win. And there's no way around it. They need to be like NASCAR style rolling starts where there's another car next to you and you're closer together. Having, like, the lead car be a quarter of the way through lap 1 by the time you start is just so dumb. Oh, I completely forgot to do something earlier. And then I got sidetracked by the weird high horsepower glitch that was happening earlier on. But I have a little thing I'm going to be doing. And like magic, ka-chow. Wider field of view. I showed this in my my upload earlier today. It's probably too wide for the Miata because it's a small boy. I mean, granted, this game doesn't really need the FOV slider because the chase cam's fine the way it is, but I don't know. I like screwing around with things like this. I just don't want it too wide to where it distorts the screen and then my sense of speed gets thrown off and corners look too... what's the word I'm looking for? Distorted, I guess you could say. And there we have it. I might do this twice. I'm gonna do it twice to get a turbo kit. I want to get a semi-racing exhaust and then just realize I have to get even more credits and then have to do this twice again anyways to get a freaking turbo kit because nothing else will give me enough power. Oh yeah, good luck with your no upgrades challenge on the Speedster Cup, unless you... I think that was you who said who was doing it. Eye of the Beholder. Unless you're talking about the 80%. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. Part of me wants to do like a maximum A-spec points run at one point, but I don't feel like grinding test course for hours to get high mileage just to get less horsepower for certain events, so I'm gonna have to think really hard about that. New Beetle or Lupo Cup, which is harder? I do not remember, actually. I only guess a Beetle because the Beetle RSI is a thing. Wait, no, that would mean it's easier. What am I thinking? What was I thinking? You're probably thinking of 4, because I don't even think the Beetle RSI is in GT4. If I'm not mistaken. Alright. Finally got enough credits to get that turbo kit. I wish you could disable the mirage effect in the replays. Would be handy for thumbnails, but good thing I'm not doing a series out of this. And this is gonna be way overpowered now, but that's the weird thing about Gran Turismo. You're either overpowered as hell or underpowered as hell. And if you want to get decent competition, it's just too much of a pain. The RSI's in 3 and 4. I don't think I've ever seen it in 4. Then again, I don't ever go to the Volkswagen dealer because Volkswagen. Whatever, I'm not going to take the other parts I put on and off. I'm just going to go with it. I wish I could fix this where I can get analog acceleration and braking. I tried to do that earlier, but I couldn't get it to work. And I hate using the right thumbstick for acceleration and braking. It's just so weird to me. I hope this will be usable in the FF challenge. I'll have 7,500 credits to play with. And upgrades by the time this is over. Plus if I sell whatever I get. I'm using a Dualshock 4 for this, not using my G29. Steering wheels really suck on this game anyways. Why isn't the dude mocking, Donnie? His body is frozen, although his thoughts could be heard. Lol. I forgot you could just hold the e-brake down in an FF car and just slide everywhere. It's like putting fast food trays under your back wheels in an FF car and then doing skids. I wish I did that whenever I had my Celica, but whatever. Off to super speed way. It should be a quickie, except it's 4 laps instead of 3. Okay. I have no scream, and it must mean adrenaline-packed race. Eek. Quite a big crowd that showed up to this, I must say. Stands are completely filled up. I wish they kept the big awning from GT2. There was actually a demo version of this game, like early on, where the awning at turn 2 or at turn 3 and 4 was still there, and it looks so weird. Until one day the Scotty Kilmer Nation attacked. It wasn't Scotty Kilmer's Celica GT4 thing. It was the Ganch front-wheel drive, not a Celica. Not a real Celica. The 7th gen Rice-looking thing. It was junk, but it was my first car, so because of that, I had some place in my heart. God, that was corny saying that, but yeah. Yeah, 7th gen. I really want a GT4 though. Celica GT4s are super nice. I'm just sitting here thinking, what the hell was I thinking starting this series? Because it's just going to be this the whole time, just me dominating or suffering, no in between. Cooler than the Mercury Cougar V6 from the same time. Odd comparison, but okay. The Celica was like... I was going to say something, but now it's not really right. I was going to say it was in the tier of like those weird front-wheel drive cars that people think were fast, but they're not. And you have to do a shit ton of shit to make them somewhat decent. Like the Hyundai Tiburon, the Dodge SRT4, Eagle Talon, Mitsubishi Eclipse, 7th gen Celica. That was all in like the same kind of tier, where they were just like trashy freaking cars that people wanted to drop big turbos in. I don't know, that weird thing. Self-destroyed everybody once again. Super exciting. As always. Prelude was among those cars, I think. But it was towards the top of them. Preludes are actually somewhat cool compared to the others, but I don't know. It's those kind of cars that everybody neglected, and every single one that you would see, the paint was peeling off, or there was rust, like on the rocker panels, etc. Talking about like that tier of car thing. I don't know. Just really junk. But I will give the Prelude the fact that it wasn't completely junk. And now that I'm thinking about it, I would probably throw the Civic among that category as well. The sedan and coupe Civic, the one that you get in Underground 2. I forgot what the body type is. Never really cared to learn it. Am I going to continue Pro Street? I will. It's just that game was such a pain to set up, especially for streaming. I had so many issues that if I am going to continue it, I'm not going to be doing it that often because that was really annoying trying to get around those bugs. And I'm still having issues with like all the mods I put on it, so I don't know. It's just Pro Street's PC port was really garbage. As far as like compatibility and optimization goes. Actually having somewhat of a decent race here, competition-wise. Yeah, the mods are definitely a pain, and a lot of them aren't even compatible with each other. I think I spent like 3 hours one day just trying to figure out what mod was causing the game to not start up. And at this point, I don't even remember which one it was. It might have been like the top speed remover. I think that one was causing everything else to not work. And it was like literally just a single file. I don't know. Working with mods just really sucks sometimes. It sounds like an R34. Straight 6 in a K car. Alright, I'm really gonna have to cheese this corkscrew to take the victory here. For some reason, this race actually wants to be somewhat hard. So much for cheesing it. And there we go. Easy peasy. Civic in Underground 2 is the EM1. Yeah, that. I'd put that among the category of the other ones, like Eagle Talon, Neon SRT4, etc. So, back up to 8 grand. I hope I can get it fast enough to do something in the FF Challenge, and Mini Coomer, go figure. I don't think I can use that thing in any race other than that, so since I don't need it, I'm gonna get rid of it. It would be nice to keep all my prize cars, but I don't really care that much, to be honest. Well, yeah, I mean, every brand new car isn't junk. It's just people never really cared about taking care of them. It's easy to maintain a car, but wherever you see things that it just almost every single one of them has like the paint peeling off the roof, it's like, come on, don't wash it with sandpaper. Ooh. Could take a hefty dump of cash on a Stage 2 Turbo. And it looks like I might have to. It's going to be the most cost-effective thing. Which I will definitely need to do for the FF challenge. And I could also be wasting a ton of cash right here, so let's find out. Or people should stop throwing rock salt on the roof, lol. Alright, FF, Deforest. Let's see how this goes. Now I'm 100% certain you get the pink Vits from this, so we can then use that for the Vits Championship and get, therefore, another Vits. Let's hope I didn't make a terrible mistake. So yeah, people wash their cars with freaking sponges that are loaded with rocks and dish soap. Or they just drive it through the big car washes with the huge brushes on them that scrapes the paint up. They think car paint is invincible. And the really dumb ones, especially those up north, they'll scrape snow off of their paint with the snow scraper or the brush, and that really mars the paint. Also, is that a cup car? What? Why? Why are you here, sir? Cheater. That's really dumb. At least I have enough power to keep up with it. Bye-bye, cheesehead. Oh, it's only 5 speed. This thing is actually getting a little bit harder to turn with this extra power. Also, pretty much no cars in this game really understeer that bad. People call GT4 the real understeer simulator, mostly because they don't know how to turn off the freaking stability control. Herp derp. But GT4's handling is actually very realistic. This is way more arcadey. At least the train isn't in a 1-speed low. Direct drive. guilty for the snow cleaning? Well, now you know. You only really need to scrape it off your windshield and windows anyway. Well, actually, depends on what state you're in. Cars with gear transmission, why not? 0 to 60 and eventually. My mom drives a Subaru. I have a Subaru engine in my FRS, so I know the struggle. It's got a leaking time cover. I'm surprised I haven't blown the head gasket in it yet. Spark plugs are a biatch to change. And other Subi problems. And we're gonna be going slow-mo, so might as well look behind me. Until we get around a couple at least. Cross-trek, that's what my brother has. I see so many cross-treks on the road, it's ridiculous. I wish station wagons would return and crossovers would disappear. Does she actually go off-road, though? That's a big question. A bit. Well, at least they get used somewhat. Because I've seen so many pavement princesses, especially lifted trucks around here. They'll put huge offset mud tires on them and never take it off-road a day in their life. Oh yeah, the Eclipse crossover. As well as every other car that used to be popular that they're bringing back, but have literally zero traits to the older cars. The new Integra being a prime example of that. Holy hell, that thing is not an Integra. I don't care what anybody says. It's not an Integra. That's a Civic with a different design. Junk four-door sedan. A winch on our cross-tech. Well, that's a first. Or cross-trek. Why did I say cross-tech? Yeah, the Integra could have been a crossover. But it's still a shitty sedan. I know I've seen the Eclipse crossover before, but I forgot what it looks like. These glitchy lighting's getting on my nerves a little bit. Oh god, the Mach E. I saw one of those one time and I was like, why? It's just a cheap marketing tactic to make a completely new car but bring back an old name. And then people are like, wow, I can't wait for the new Eclipse, or I can't wait for the new Mustang. No, No, that's not what it is. I really hate the way, or the direction modern junk is going towards these days. Sounding like a hardcore boomer saying that, but it's true. Yeah, they should have just said Mach-E and just kept the Mustang out of it. Apparently they're going to make the Camaro electric as well. And I think Dodge is discontinuing the Hellcat after 2022. I think they're discontinuing the Charger as well, like entirely. Either that or they're making the Charger electric. Which would be ironic because an electric car called the Charger, because you have to charge it. Lol, get it? Charging electric. I'm gonna stop. I saw that prototype BMW SUV thing. Holy hell, that was ugly. Like, you gotta think about it, like, some concept cars that you just wonder who the fuck designed that thing. That had to go through a team of designers and get approved by multiple people. That wasn't one person who just thought, like, their terrible idea was it and that's what it was gonna be. No. That was a team of people that worked on that. Makes me cringe. Yeah, V8s aren't gonna last that much longer. I'll give it like 2025 when they'll be extinct. And they're probably gonna go after motorsports soon too. The EPA is like already trying to crack down on people who sell tuners. Happened with PFI earlier this year. EPA cracked down on them for selling Honda ECUs. And then whenever they realize they can get away with that, then they're gonna crack down on everyone else who's doing it. Everything's just going to shit. And who knows, it might get so asinine one day to where they will pretty much have every single gasoline and diesel powered vehicle to be destroyed or not road legal anymore. It's probably going to get to that point. Because the government just wants to fucking control everything. That's just their bottom line. Yeah, Dodge is getting rid of their Hellcats in 2023. Oh, I think they're making the Challenger electric. I think that's what it was, not the Charger. Yeah, I think it is the XM concept, what I was talking about, that ugly BMW thing. Alright, so lightweight. No, this was a FF. There it is. Meme car. Woo. Pink stink. Well. Pink. Wonder how these wheels look on it. Yeah, no. Well, time to move on to the next dingle dingy, and I'm pretty sure I have to put another turbo kit on. Or not. All of a sudden it wants to be 100 credits cheaper, therefore making me not be able to afford it. That was a battery. I'm just losing my mind right now. Alright, let me think. I think I could use this for the 80s challenge, which I need the B license for. I don't need this anymore. Pretty sure I don't need it anymore. Let me double check first. Can't do MR yet, can't do four-wheel drive. I could use the Miata for this. I could use the Miata for this as well if I take off the turbo. This might be the final series for the stream, the VITS thing. I'm gonna sell the Daihatsu. Big rip. Stage 1 turbo kit. Hopefully this gives us enough juice for the VITS race. And let's just get right into it. Shall we? Gotta disable the aids. And here we go. Buick GNX crossover for China win. That is probably the worst thing I've ever heard in my life. Buick GNX does not deserve that punishment. It's too nice. If they turned the Buick GNX into a crossover, they obviously wouldn't. I don't know, maybe. They might. I mean, people are crazy enough today. Really could happen. But if they did, I would 100% riot. I just tried to cheese my way around them. Failed. Can't really see too far ahead of you in this thing because the camera sits quite low. And this is a 5-speed as well, so we might lose that test course. Oh wait, I don't know if test course is in this rotation. Or series. Championship. I think one of the shittier things about this is that I am a big rotary fan, as y'all know. Mazda was trying to develop a new rotary engine, but now with all this crap about them trying to phase out internal combustion engines slowly, but eventually, I don't think they're going to be working on it anymore. I would have loved to see a new rotary-powered car. I don't know if I want another RX-7, like another gen, because they could very easily ruin it by making it a freaking sedan like every other manufacturer wants to for their freaking cars they bring back. I will give this to Nissan, though. They made the 400Z actually good, and they didn't ruin it. Although the front looks kind of ugly. But at least they kept true to it. Yeah, the new GTR is going to be bad. I just know it for a fact. Also, these things have more power than me. That's a little concerning. That was awful. Nope. Alright. Even worse than the R35's prototypes? Possibly. I remember that ugly R36 prototype in GT Sport, I think it was. Freaking Vision GTs, everything's gotta be so loaded with tech trash. I am super biased against, like, tech, like, big tech, not like big tech, like, oh, Facebook installed on your smart car or whatever. I mean, like, all these freaking aids that they put in the car, all this technology crap, like lane keep assist and freaking Starbucks cup heaters. I don't like a bunch of electronics in cars. I just like the raw feeling of it. And now they're trying to, like, implement smartphone apps into your cars. Like, oh, you have to control your certain functions of your car with your freaking smartphone. Like, what? It's just so stupid. Don't even get me started with Teslas. I'm gonna try my best not to rant about Teslas. They're just super overrated, and I hate the tech in them. That's all I'm gonna say about it. Pretty much, I like having control over the car. I don't like computers doing things for me whenever I don't ask for it. You know what I mean? Also, I'm driving like a bit of a freak right here, but whatever. I'd rather not do this championship twice. Miata crossover. Gross. Just when I think it couldn't get any worse. Yeah, I complain about a lot of things I don't like. Bad habit. It's whatever. Doesn't help that I keep going off track and slowing down. electric Alfa Romeos. CX-75, I'm not sure what that is. Sounds like a Mazda. And just like that, cheesed it. Piece of jag. Jag. Hybrid supercar. There is one hybrid supercar that I absolutely love, and it's the 918 Spider. But that's the only one off the top of my head that I know I like. I actually saw one in person one time. Pretty sick. Also, we're getting 5,000 credits per race. That's really solid for once. Just in race credits, we'll be getting a solid amount. Also, I should probably just do that while I can. Imagine if I hit exit on accident. Yikes. Aventador SVs. I've definitely seen Aventadors, but I don't know if I've seen SVs. I think like the coolest cars I've ever seen in person. There's a yellow Plymouth Superbird parked right in front of El Capitan. I don't know if I've showed the picture of it before. I might have. But it was parked in front of El Capitan whenever I went to Yosemite. Like the absolute perfect parking spot for the sickest photo I've ever taken. I need to show it one day, but I don't know how or when. I saw that in the wild once. I've seen a few stock Supras in the wild, not modified. I actually find it more crazy that there's stock ones around. What else? There's a Bayside Blue R34 V-Spec at Cars and Coffee once, so not technically in the wild, but still crazy that one showed up. There was a 918 Spider. I saw a Shelby Daytona Coupe. That was sick. Oh, wall glitch. Rip. I've seen a couple Cobras as well. Like, whenever I mean a stock Supra, they even had the stock wheels on them, too. Like, crazy. But I'm trying to think of what else I saw that was, like, super rare. I've seen a couple, like, 2005 Ford GTs, I guess, if you would consider that rare. Stock 240 or stock S13s, yeah, those are also super rare. And worth a ton now. Oh no, that's bad. I probably just screwed myself. Alright, don't care. I think I'm gonna dive bomb it. I don't want to restart this if I don't have to. Good thing I hit the wall pretty hard. Get out of my way, yellow car. Ah! Oh my god. Extracting my revenge. No, 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 no. F-word off. Crap idiot. Stay back. Okay. Not a total loss. I don't think I've seen an S15, now that I think about it. I've also never seen anything earlier than an Evo 7. Performance automobiles gotten ridiculous since the 2010s. I mean, well, the 2000s and the, well, late 2010s had some solid cars, but like the 2000s, not so much. It's kind of like when the Japanese, or the big JDM era died off. I don't think I've ever even heard of those two. Tredia or J30. Oh no, terrible, terrible, terrible. I think I'm screwed. I need to do qualifying runs. Okay, that's actually lucky. They hit the wall. Let's hope the rest of the pack does it next lap. See, most of the cars I'm familiar with are cars that I've either seen on Gran Turismo or a couple of the few car channels I watch. Like, as far as car channels go, the only channels I'm really consistent with watching is Tommy F. Yeah and Adam LZ. And that's about it. I don't watch the big boys like Donut Media or Hoonigan. I don't like high production value channels for some reason. I guess just because it's not relatable and they try too hard to be entertaining or something, I don't know. It's just not my thing. Tommy F. Yeah actually has a Nismo 270R, which is freaking sick. It's the bronze license test prize car from GT4 on the International A license. He has a crazy JDM collection. And he makes like the sickest builds. So if you don't follow Tommy F, and you like JDM stuff, just go ahead and do it, because he has the best JDM stuff around. OEM Plus. Oh my god, that was so close. I could not lose that momentum. Oh, the 400R? That thing is worth well over 100 grand. Actually, I think one of them sold for like $250,000, like 2 years ago. The silver one. And I got bullied by the other pink stink. I think there were 25 400, or not 400Rs, 270Rs. Yeah, Tommy F has a 270R, and he took it drifting in his recent video. But at least he didn't destroy it. I don't know, boys. I'm not feeling too confident about this championship anymore. You've got to be kidding. Ah! Christ. Well, that's shitty. Oh, I didn't even get a look at the championship points. Better save this. Just in case. 3270Rs? Yeah, it's something like that. Okay, well, I 100% have to win this, and go figure it's at... Oh, I thought this was Route 11 for a second. But I'm not taking any chances here. I'm doing a qualifying run. Two laps qualifying for a 2-lap race. Also, why are my aids back on? I did not turn them back on. Why did that turn back on? The fuck? It's off. It's even off in the options. What is this? Well, that's annoying. There's no way I'm doing a qualifying run with those enabled. So, time for plan B. Send it. But I'm turning traction control on so I get a decent launch. I'm dive bombing, I'm ramming, I don't care. I don't want to do this twice. $44 400Rs, and they plan to do 100. Something like that, probably. Tommy FES putting a HKS engine in his R32, which is like dream status. Like, I think that's just one of the coolest things, having an HKS or a Mines engine in your Skyline. Okay, get out of my way. I'm going to be in the try-hard camera for this race as well, so... on the throttle a little bit too late. can't imagine how much a Mazda RX-7 Type RZ is going to be whenever I even get close to being able to afford one, if ever. It'll probably be $250,000 as well. But I'd rather have the Type RZ than the Spirit R. I just think it's more special. Thanks for the boost. Slipstream. I don't remember what color was in the lead for points. I screwed myself. I had a chance and I blew it. It's definitely not the pink stink that was in the lead. Stop passing me! Crap idiots. Oh my god, I'm starting to suck. Take that. Type RZs are easily going for over 70 grand. Actually, they're probably 100 grand now, given today's current market. And I'm not getting around the yellow. Well, let's hope the one that was in the lead is at the back. Moment of truth. Please, 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 please. Yes! Yes! And I dropped my controller. Holy shit! That was incredibly lucky. I was ready to be disappointed, to be honest. Holy crap. It's a good thing the ties give you the win. That was gonna suck having to do that again? Pause. Did I just get bamboozled? Did I really not win that? Did I really miss out on the prize credits and the prize card just because it was tied, even though it said I won? Are you shitting me? Well, good thing I could do this. Wow. That's cringe. Well, now I know what car I have to make sure stays way behind. And it's the one starting in second place. Oh my god, I forgot to put traction control back on. I guess ties don't count. Oh, I better get in the slipstream, if any. Alright, I didn't completely screw that up. Freaking game slowdowns. Downshifting for no reason. Alright, I need to finish second place, and the red has to stay in fourth or lower. Which I'm fairly confident by this point it will. Besides, I have to finish this race. I don't have time to do another restart, unfortunately. Yep, always save before the final race. This race is unfair. Alright, well, if I can't win, then I'm going to do this instead. And fail at it. I need one of those cars to pass him. I'm trying to knock the red car further back. Looks like he'll do that mostly on his own. Pink Stink is trying to get around him. And he succeeded. Alright, they just gotta hold their positions the way they are. Oh, red's fighting for it again. Uh-oh. Red took the... Or red made the pass, but speak. Pink made another pass. They're fighting really hard for 5th place. I think they just passed each other again. And red's in front. Red's in front. You're joking. Ah! You gotta be serious. Or you can't be serious. I swear to God. Yep, bamboozled again. And I have run out of time for the stream today. What a way to end it, right? That crap. Oh, well. And on that terrible disappointment, it's time to end. Thank you all so much for coming to the stream. I hope to be continuing this on Monday, if I'm available. But yeah, other than that, I'll see you guys in the next one. Ka-chow.